Hello and welcome to a new episode of How to Feed My Cats, featuring me as the voice of Steve, the guy who owns them. Also starring the cats themselves, Emmy and Miss Meow. If you've seen the previous episode, you can forget most of it. In fact, pretend I never said anything and this is the only episode. The first thing to note is that the cats eat from these microchip sensing things. They're pretty neat little gizmos that we use because Miss Meow gets some medicine in her food and the cats tend to want to swap meals. We don't want them to do that. These stop them from doing that. There's a giant button on the back to open and close the lids. You'll notice there are two other buttons. Don't use those. There's also a lock-unlock slider which will let you remove the lids and clean them if they get too dirty. Alright, food time. Miss Meow gets prescription wet food from Royal Canin for renal support. Emmy gets Kirkland wet food. We also have some dry food you can give her if she's not eating enough of the wet food. Emmy's food is pretty straightforward. Remove it from the can, put it in the bowl, spread it out a little bit so it doesn't hit the lid when you close it, and she is good to go. Do the same thing with Meow's food, but as mentioned earlier, she gets some medicine in hers. So let's start with a sprinkle of Miralax. Yes, cats are allowed to have some of this. Turns out sometimes we all have problems, and Miss Meow's is chronic, so we give her a little extra help. No measuring necessary here, just a light sprinkle on top will do the trick. Don't dump the whole thing on there, she doesn't need a whole lot. Just a light dusting. Once you're done with that, move on to the Aminovast. These come in capsules, and she gets 2 per meal. You'll need to open these up and pour them onto her food. You can and probably should do this over her food in case you spill some, but I'll show you how I do it. I'm not going to over-explain my methods. I'm sure you'll figure out how to open a capsule in whatever way you like if you don't already know how. Maybe you're even better than me at this, and you should show me a video on how to do it properly. Maybe you'll drop in the comments section of this video with an in-depth breakdown of my capsule technique. I can't predict what you'll do. I just hope you feed my cats. Sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent. There's also this bottle of Phosbind powder. Miss Meow gets 1 scoop of this powder per meal. Don't overload the scoop here, though. It's okay if there's slightly less than a full scoop. Now mix all of that together, mash it up a little bit, pop that in the crazy cat machine, press the button, and we are ready for mealtime. Okay, that'll do it. Thank you for feeding my cats. I love them, and I hope you do too. Okay, bye.